It is indeed our pleasure to have our Honorable Prime Minister of India with us today. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के प्रगतिशील और वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण धन्यवाद। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के प्रगतिशील और वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण पूर्ण नेतृत्व में न केवल भारत ने तकनीकी विकास किया है, बल्कि नवीन तकनीकों और उद्यमशीलता से आत्मनिर्भरता का नया परचम लहराया है। नवोदित आकांक्षाओं से प्रेरित भारतवर्ष तकनीकी क्रांति की ओर तीव्र गति से बढ़ रहा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री, आपकी गरिमामय उपस्थिति के लिए हम हृदय से आपके आभारी हैं। साथ ही मैं स्वागत करना चाहूंगी गुजरात राज्य के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल का, माननीय केंद्रीय इलेक्ट्रॉनिकी और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी, संचार और रेल मंत्री श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी का, माननीय इलेक्ट्रॉनिकी और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी, कौशल विकास और उद्यमशीलता राज्य मंत्री श्री राजीव चंद्रशेखर जी का। इस अवसर पर गुजरात सरकार के माननीय मंत्रीगण, सांसद, अन्य राज्यों से आए मंत्रीगण, विधायक, मुख्य सचिव गुजरात, सचिव इलेक्ट्रॉनिकी और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी भारत सरकार और उद्योग जगत के दिग्गज महानुभाव, आप सभी का मैं सहृदय अभिनंदन करती हूं। आधुनिक भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है, जिसकी आधारशिला है सेमीकंडक्टर्स। वर्तमान समय में सेमीकंडक्टर्स की बढ़ती महत्ता और निर्भरता का परिचय इस बात से लगाया जा सकता है कि उनकी खपत राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा, आर्थिक विकास और तकनीकी प्रगति के लिए अनिवार्य है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के उच्च तकनीक, उच्च गुणवत्ता और उच्च विश्वसनीयता के सिद्धांतों के अनुरूप भारत आज सेमीकंडक्टर उत्पादन के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। निवेशक अनुकूल और प्रगतिशील नीतियों के कारण भारत आज विदेशी निवेश का केंद्र बनता जा रहा है। मैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिकी और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी, संचार और रेल मंत्री माननीय श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी से निवेदन करूंगी कि वे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के सम्मान में उन्हें विशेष मेमेंटो चरखा टू चिप्स भेंट करने की कृपा करें। मेमेंटो का यह चरखा स्वदेशी सेमीकंडक्टर फैब, सेमीकंडक्टर लेबोरेटरी में निर्मित सेमीकंडक्टर वेफर है, जो हमारे राष्ट्रीय ध्वज के रंगों से प्रेरित धागों के माध्यम से मॉडर्न डे चिप्स से जुड़कर प्रगतिशील परिवर्तन का सूचक है। धन्यवाद। हम आज के कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ सेमिकॉन इंडिया प्रोग्राम पर आधारित एक वीडियो के साथ करेंगे।
From empowering the farmer to equipping startups, from last mile delivery to millions of seamless UPI transactions, from telemedicine to climate control. Invisible yet indispensable. Unnoticed yet vital. Semiconductors are the silent enablers of life. They are the foundation of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, and renewable energy systems. Their possibilities transcend present reality. Their potential limited only by our imagination.
हमारी सरकार के लिए साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ये सिर्फ एक आइसोलेटेड सेक्टर नहीं है। हमारे लिए टेक्नोलॉजी देश के सामान्य से सामान्य नागरिक को एम्पावर करने का एक सशक्त माध्यम है। हमारे लिए टेक्नोलॉजी देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने का प्रमुख आधार है।
For decades, bureaucratic inertia dissuaded semiconductor companies from investing in India. a mysterious fire shut down India's only VLSI fabrication facility in Chandigarh for too long. Policy paralysis stifled India's semiconductor dreams. Only Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visionary leadership turned the tide. For a nation aspiring to lead, it must control its technological destiny. Prime Minister Modi has laid the foundation to transform India into a semiconductor powerhouse. PM Modi rolled out the bold SemiconIndia program to incentivize domestic manufacturing and design. From major policy reforms and concessions to foster a robust domestic ecosystem and position India as an emerging semiconductor hub, the Semiconductor Mission offers epoch-making financial support worth rupees 76,000 crores to make India a global semiconductor hub. Uniform fiscal support up to 50% of the project cost for setting up semiconductor fabs, display fabs, and packaging of semiconductors. Design-linked incentive scheme provides financial and infrastructure incentives for design of semiconductor chips. A semiconductor fabrication unit will generate several thousand direct and indirect jobs, potentially adding rupees 60,000 to rupees 70,000 crores to India's GDP over a 10-year period. India's semiconductor market may reach $110 billion in the present decade, which is 11% of the global market. Beyond fiscal support and ready infrastructure, SemiconIndia has put in place reforms and support to create the next generation of skilled talent pool. Today, India is emerging as the world's trusted supply chain partner, and this is just the beginning. In its Amrit Kaal, the golden period towards its 2047 centennial, India's technology innovation and progressive policies are bridging the digital divide, empowering every citizen and propelling the nation to emerge as a global powerhouse of sustainable and equitable development. Transformation, evolution, innovation. India's semiconductor revolution. This is what is called Make in India for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Jai Hind.
We extend good wishes to the semiconductor ecosystem. Thank you. अब मैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिकी और सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी, संचार और रेल मंत्री माननीय श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी से स्वागत उद्बोधन देने का अनुरोध करती हूं।
Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, Honorable Union Minister, Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji, captains of semiconductor industry, electronics industry, professors, students, and friends from the media. I extend to all of you a very warm welcome to the 2023 edition of the SemiconIndia conference. It is indeed a very important milestone in our journey for developing semiconductor industry in India. In the past 9 years, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has transformed every sector of our economy. His focus on infrastructure development, economic reforms, and manufacturing has resulted in India growing at a very healthy pace. Prime Minister Modi ji has driven reforms in sector after sector, and we can see the results today. He has done it out of his own conviction, not prompted by any international organization. This is very different from the past, when most of the reforms were driven by the multilateral institutions. And the result is, from 10th position in the Global League of Nations in 2014, India today ranks as the 5th largest economy in the world. And in his third term, Prime Minister Modi ji's vision and policies will lead India joining the top 3 economies of the world. Friends, it is in this context that we are assembled here today. As we all know, semiconductor industry is a foundational industry. It is a mother industry. It is like the steel industry. If you have the steel industry, then you can have many other manufacturing industry. It is like the chemical industry. If you have the chemical industry, then you can have many other chemical-based manufacturing industries. In today's economy, semiconductors are required in every sector, from automobiles to mobile phone, from aeroplanes to trains, from fridge in the kitchen to TV in the drawing room, from servers in data centers to the tractors in the farm fields. Every sector needs semiconductors. That is why it is very important to develop semiconductor industry for the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Demand for semiconductors in India is growing exponentially every year. Considering the growth of electronics, telecom, automobile, and the overall manufacturing sector, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji launched a very comprehensive semiconductor mission for India. He has always guided us that develop a comprehensive semiconductor ecosystem. His focus has been on developing the ecosystem. The India Semiconductor Mission today is driven by very renowned global experts, and I thank all the ISM members for the great help, excellent work that all of you are doing. In our ecosystem approach, we have focused on all key elements of the semiconductor value chain, from fabless to fab, from logic to memory, from design to manufacturing, from equipment design to talent development, from acetic acid to zirconium. Literally, we have traversed from A to Z of the semiconductor ecosystem. We are very happy that during Honorable Prime Minister's state visit to US, 3 major semiconductor agreements were signed. First one is Micron Technologies. Very happy, and I thank Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat. I thank Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat for his very proactive approach. The land for setting up the unit was allocated within a few weeks. And as we speak today, the land development work is going on and the construction of the unit will start very soon. Second, applied materials, the most complex equipment which go into semiconductor manufacturing, they will be manufactured and designed in India. Third, Lam Research, it will train 60,000 engineers on their Semiverse platform. I thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, sir, for your visionary support by which these 3 major achievements could be done in a very short period. 2 countries have already signed Memorandum of Cooperation with India, US and Japan. And this shows how our Honorable Prime Minister has put India on the global map as a trusted semiconductor value chain partner. Friends, India has today emerged as a trusted partner in the semiconductor value chain due to the far-reaching vision of our Prime Minister, his clear policies, and very strong, decisive execution. We welcome you all and invite you to be a part of this exciting journey of India becoming a developed country by 2047. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your warm welcome note and all the information shared. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का विश्वास है कि देश की उन्नति सुनिश्चित करने के लिए उद्योग जगत को उचित प्रोत्साहन अनिवार्य है। इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन के लोगों में दर्शाए गए सरकार और उद्योग जगत से साझेदारी के 2 हाथ भारत के सेमीकंडक्टर इकोसिस्टम विकास के लिए आवश्यक समर्थन प्रदान करने का प्रतीक है। आज हमारे बीच विराजमान है उद्योग जगत की नामचीन हस्तियां। मैं तालियों के साथ सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री के ग्लोबल लीडर्स को भारत के इस नवीन सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पहल पर अपने विचारों को साझा करने के लिए आमंत्रित करना चाहती हूं। Foremost, I request Mr. Ajit Manocha, President and CEO, SEMI, to address the audience.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a great honor to be here with you and Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, Chief Minister of Gujarat, and the ministers, Mr. Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji and Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji. What a time for semiconductors in India. What a time. Throughout my career, I have been asked whether India was ready to be a player in the global semiconductor industry. And I've been asked, kuch hoega? To which my response was, hoega, it should happen, it will happen. Since I joined ISM, people have started asking again, kuch ho raha hai? Is it happening? And my response has been, yes, it will happen, it is happening. But today, I can say, shuru ho gaya hai. It has begun, the journey has begun. For the first time in India's history, geopolitics, domestic policies, and private sector capacity are aligned in India's favor to become player in semiconductor production. First time. I'm so excited for what to come. We'll look back on the year 2023, this year, as a milestone year in which things began to take shape, starting with Micron's investment. This investment from Micron is the catalyst that will set the stage for others to follow. Micron is making history in India. This would not have happened without the hard work of ISM, MITI, and the support and leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji and the visionary ministers, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav and Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji. What makes now different for India? That's the question. And the answer is, I firmly believe having ministers who truly understand the semiconductor ecosystem and have fostered the right policies to support private sector investment is what makes now a different thing. I am hopeful that other companies will follow suit and come see what India has to offer. As I said, the stars are aligned for semiconductors in India, and there has never been a more exciting time in this space. The global semiconductor industry, which is about 60-some years old, is poised to double in IC revenue to $1 trillion in next 6 to 7 years. Now it is your turn, fellow Indians, fellow Bharatvasiyon, it is your turn. Now, I have been in the industry more than 4 decades, and I have personally witnessed. I will give 2 examples of countries in the neighborhood, Taiwan and South Korea. I've seen them in making, and they've become the big powerhouse of semiconductors in the world. Now it's our turn in India. India will be the next powerhouse in Asia in semiconductors. So it is up to us as fellow Indians to make this happen. With my role as SEMI, I can make some commitments. SEMI's charter is to enable the global semiconductor ecosystem, and we welcome India with open arms, and India has SEMI's full support and my full commitment. With that, I can say, chalo, ab kuch karke dikhate hain. Let's make it happen. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Manocha, for sharing your progressive thoughts. I would now like to welcome Mr. Mark Papermaster, EVP and CTO, AMD, to share his views.
Good morning. Prime Minister Modi, Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, Minister of State Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Secretary of the Government of India, and everyone who has come from far and wide to join us at SemiconIndia 2023. Thank you for allowing me the honor to represent AMD at this seminal event in supporting India semiconductor innovation and investment. Our CEO, Lisa Su, recently met with Prime Minister Modi during your visit to the United States at the White House. And today, I am pleased to announce that AMD will invest approximately $400 million in India over the next 5 years. The planned investment will include a new AMD campus in Bangalore, which will serve as AMD's largest R&D facility in the world. Our investment will build on over 2 decades of growth and successful presence here in India. We started in India in 2001, 22 years ago, where we had only a handful of employees. And today, we have over 6,500 employees and an additional 3,000 partners and contractors. I've been very pleased over the last decade to serve as the executive sponsor for India, and I travel here regularly. Today, I can tell you that we expect to add approximately 3,000 additional engineers here in India by the end of 2028. Through these investments, AMD will further expand our R&D capabilities in India to be able to drive our semiconductor design innovation in support of the government's India semiconductor mission and drive to make India a strong semiconductor talent and nation. The AMD India team plays a role in nearly every AMD product that we produce. We have a diversified portfolio across CPU, server, data center GPU, gaming graphics, PC, adaptive computing, and embedded devices. And this investment will allow us to expand our portfolio and capabilities. As we bring AI processing capabilities broadly across AMD products, our India teams will be pivotal in advancing AI machine learning in both hardware and software capabilities. We have been led here under our country head and Senior VP, Jaya Jagadish, who has allowed us to build our skills over this long period of over a decade. And this gives me incredible confidence in all of AMD, incredible confidence in this investment which we are making in India. And our commitment to you is we will be a strong partner in building the India semiconductor ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Papermaster, for sharing your valuable insights. I would now like to request Dr. Parbu Raja, President, Semiconductor Products Group, Applied Materials, to share his thoughts with us.
Good morning. Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister Patel ji, Honorable Minister Vaishnav ji, Chandrasekhar ji, industry leaders and distinguished guests, it is my honor to be on the stage at this important time in India's semiconductor journey. India already has strengthened semiconductor design, and with the strong vision of Prime Minister Modi to develop manufacturing, India is poised to play a central role in global semiconductor industry. I'm privileged to be part of the ISM Advisory Committee that is aggressively driving actions to convert this vision into reality. We firmly believe that this is the India's time to shine. Semiconductor chips are everywhere, from doorknobs to self-driving cars. And chips are fully integrated into every aspect of our life. Our industry has pushed the boundaries of science, engineering, and manufacturing to create technologies that have changed the world. What we do is truly magic. A state-of-the-art chip is one of the greatest engineering achievements, and the importance of semiconductors is set to grow in the future. Around the world, countries have realized that semiconductors are vital for economic and national security. How chips are made is as important as where chips are made. Next wave driven by artificial intelligence, IoT, and green energy transformation requires a new generation of chips. Industry roadmap calls for a big improvements in performance, power, area, cost, and most important, time to market. Many new materials and process innovations are needed, and they need to be delivered faster and at a much higher success rate. The technology challenges of today are so large that no one can do it alone. It's truly time for collaborative partnership and the new ways of working together. We need to innovate the way we innovate. Applied Material has been operating in India for more than 20 years. During that time, we have built an extensive set of science and engineering capabilities. We intend to build on this strong foundation with our new collaborative engineering center, where we will bring together our strong base of engineering talent, our leading global and domestic suppliers, and top Indian universities in one location, with a common goal of accelerating the commercialization of new technology of semiconductor equipment. Today, we have 25 global suppliers and 5 domestic suppliers here today. I'd like to thank them for joining us this journey. We believe that this new collaboration model could also serve as a catalyst for the training and development of future semiconductor talent, leading to many new jobs in engineering and manufacturing as companies build up local operations here. In closing, on behalf of Gary Dickerson, our CEO, and all Applied Material employees, I'd like to thank you for considering us as a valuable partner in the India's semiconductor vision. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raja, for your words of wisdom. Would now call upon Dr. Anirudh Devgan, President and CEO, Cadence, for sharing his ideas with us.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. Prime Minister Modi ji, Chief Minister Patel ji, and Ministers Vaishnav ji and Chandrasekhar ji. It's really good to see India finally investing in semiconductors. As you know, semiconductors are essential to all digital transformation, and India has to play a key role in this technology for the future. You know, at Cadence, we make software to design chips and electronic systems, and we have the privilege of working with all the global companies. You know, almost any chip made in the world today uses some form of Cadence software. Okay? And we have a rich history in India. You know, we started our first office more than 30 years ago in Noida, and we have 4 offices in India. Almost 30% of our employees are in India. And a lot of R&D, you know, real product development R&D is done in India, which really proud of the team for delivering true innovation. Yeah. Along with that, we have a lot of customers here. As you see, a lot of global companies have offices here, and we have a big support team, you know, helping them design chips. And also India is, of course, has a remarkable education system. I'm very proud myself to have gone to IIT Delhi and so many remarkable institutions. So India has a lot of amazing talent. You know, there's a lot written about all these Indians in tech companies in the US, but I can tell you for every smart person in the US, there are like hundreds of smart people, if not smarter people in India. So the opportunity is immense for India. Okay. I think what would be good to see, which is really good to see the government investing now in the entire ecosystem. You know, not just companies, multinational companies designing chips, but also local manufacturing, you know, semiconductors and packaging.